We are on location in Irving's newly renovated and expanded Heritage Park for a special edition of City Source.
I'm starting to swim right.
Rescue and recognition.
Where's Papa? Where's Papa?
Find out how this incredible caught-on-camera moment led to honors from Washington. Newest ninjas.
It's been a phenomenal response from the community.
Some Irving kids are taking on challenge inspired by American Ninja Warrior. See how they are growing from the experience. Giving back.
Good morning, and thank you.
The Convention and Visitors Bureau is recognizing people making a difference. See how one person's effort led to this massive mural. Plus, we preview an upcoming triathlon and reveal the new store coming to this space. Now on City Source.
Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. We're going to be talking about some of the new features of Heritage Park in a moment. But first, a life-saving moment caught on camera leads to national honors.
I'm starting to swim right. I'm good.
Through police body cam and cell phone cameras, we could see this rescue as it happened during the 2021 winter storm.
Get them.
Two people taking pictures fell through the ice at Thomas Jefferson Park. A team of first responders braved the frigid conditions and made the successful rescue. Then just days ago, the U.S. Attorney General recognized two Irving police officers for distinguished service in community policing for their heroic response.
Everyone did a great job. There's a lot of city resources out there, and I started it. And Travis, of course, did the biggest part of it. The fire department helped out, did all the medical aid, and then we had a ton of other officers.
I'm just glad there was a good outcome. The look on their face, especially the woman when I first got out here, and knowing that she was beyond self-help.
We are also going to be speaking with the firefighters involved in that rescue and post more on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/The City of Irving. The city's holiday celebration marked the debut of this renovated Heritage Park, and since then, it has hosted several other events, and new ones are on the way. Irving Parks and Rec Director Joe Moses is here to talk more about this. Thanks for being here.
Thomas, thanks for having me out here. As you mentioned, really super excited about this park. The debut over the Christmas tree lighting celebration was fantastic. We've had several small events since then, and now we're just itching for spring to get here so we can invite the community out to enjoy this beautiful park.
Give us a highlight or two. What are some of the best features out here?
Obviously, the biggest feature and the best feature is the amphitheater. The amphitheater with the large LED screen that allows us to have family movie nights on top of some other activities that we're going to have out here. There's going to be a host of surprises. We're going to do a trivia night out here. We're looking at doing some video games, some esports challenges out here for teens. It just opens the door for a whole array of recreational ideas that were never possible before.
All right, Joe, can you stick around for a minute?
Yes, sir.
All right, and I think you'll want to see this story we have coming up because it's a new program in Parks and Rec that is bringing out the Irving Ninja Warrior and some local youngsters. Check it out.
It's a reality show-inspired experience close to home.
Eli is strong.
These kids are a Ninja Warrior class at Irving Rec Centers, and they have big dreams.
I want to be on the TV show. I want to get on the show.
How do you keep your momentum?
They are learning from someone who knows all about it.
I was on the show twice.
Up next from Dallas, Texas, this is the landscape ninja James Gross, and he's got the tools to mow down this course.
Now he is leaving those tools behind to be known as head ninja coach.
These memories I'll never forget, man, and I'm just trying to build those and give those same memories to other people.
We wanted to bring what they see on TV to life. We wanted to bring it into the rec centers.
I don't see many cities doing what Irving's doing.
Ready, set, go!
The free weekly classes are popular.
All of our sessions have a wait list.
Each class begins with moves meant to help these students succeed on the course.
To the wall and back.
I love it. It helps me with my exercise, my agility, my endurance.
I like being competitive and I like getting a workout.
Next, they head to the obstacles to get coaching on different sections.
Grab with two on the backswing.
Along with building strength,
Reach now. Two hands, go.
Coach James wants to inspire confidence.
When they came in like this, they leave like this because they could do something that they was never able to do before. So that's the main takeaway, I think, is making people feel better about themselves. 2 minutes, go.
Parents of these kids are already seeing a difference.
He's always felt kind of not as strong, but with doing this and building his arms now, like yesterday he carried in a case of water, so he said, I can do it. I said, okay, go right ahead.
I get to prove my strength to everybody.
Sometimes you don't know what obstacles you're gonna face.
With tonight's training complete, it all comes together.
Now it's time for the ninja competition.
Go, Jaden, let's go! Ethan, that's so much better. That is monstrous.
Among all of these athletes, this one especially caught our attention.
How strong are you?
Really strong?
Michaela is 6 years old and easily the smallest in the group.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Okay.
Watch her take on these challenges, seemingly fearless.
I think Michaela's a little firecracker. She's small but mighty, and she doesn't quit.
Money.
The coach is not the only one providing support here.
We work together and we encourage each other.
Hey, what did I say we are at the beginning of the day? What are we?
The athletic part, some people get it, some people won't. We'll be fine. But those that get it will get it. They'll all leave with the family part of it.
While a lot of them have dreams of succeeding on the show inspiring all of this, they are all gaining something to help them win each day.
1, 2, 3.
That was a fun one to put together, and the finale will be later this spring at the huge Strong Fitness, Performance, and Ninja facility in Farmers Branch. Ninja classes continue each Wednesday night from 6:30 until 8. For the month of April, they are at Center Park Rec Center. Registration is available through the Parks Department. That's cityofirving.org/IrvingRec. And let's welcome back Parks and Rec Director Joe Moses. And now, along with Heritage Park, there are other new venues we want to talk about. William Square Plaza, of course, tops among them, the home of the iconic Mustangs. How is that space going to be used?
You know, it's fantastic. It's going to be a softer space. As you know, you had the beautiful Mustang sculptures out there, but it was more of a hard granite surface out there. Now they softened it up. There's some grass added, more of a park feel. I think there's going to be some smaller programs, some more intimate type programs out there. I see some maybe small musical type events out there, but it's going to be a great, great amenity to add for the citizens of Irving to enjoy.
And not far from there, also in Las Colinas, Levy Event Plaza, still relatively new. What kind of events are proving successful in that space?
You know, we moved Frost Fest out there, so we're going to move several other events out there. It's a great event space for the city to have. As you know, it's the home of our iconic 4th of July celebration, and we're looking forward for that to grow. We're getting a lot of interest from outside companies coming in to rent the space to have their events there, so there's going to be an array of entertainment options for our residents.
Yeah, Triathlon's coming soon as well.
Triathlon is coming out there. That's just an example of some of the things that this site could be used for. It's a great, unique opportunity for Irving to have that's going to bring in some entertainment features that normally you would have to travel outside of the area to enjoy, but we're going to be able to have it right here in our own backyard.
And let's bring it back here to Heritage Park. On Stage at Heritage is one of the events coming up very soon. So tell me about what we can expect over the next few months with that.
What we want to do is we want to do an array of musical concerts, a variety of different types of music so that everybody feels comfortable, that everybody has a great time to come out and enjoy the park, and also to encourage them to come down and shop downtown Irving businesses. And then after that, we're going to look at moving into some other things. We don't want to simply just do music down here. We want to look at some theater performances and some other types of things out there on this stage. So really want to just make this a mecca, a hub of downtown entertainment for our residents to enjoy.
Joe Moses, Parks and Recreation Director, thanks so much for coming out and meeting us today.
Thomas, thank you, sir, for having me.
Sure. And here are some of the specifics for On Stage at Heritage. April 8th is Trivia Night. May 13th is Movie Night. The free monthly events continue through September with live music, comedy, classic cars, and more. Find the full schedule at irvingevents.org. This park will also be the site of Irving's annual Arbor Day celebration. You're seeing video from past years before the park's expansion. This year's event will take place on Saturday, April 30th from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. here at Heritage Park. In economic development news, residents are seeing a request become reality. Albertsons is re-entering the Irving market. A new store is expected to open late this year at 2200 West Shady Grove Road. That's the former location of Fiesta. When that store suddenly closed a couple of years ago, residents let City Council and other leaders know they wanted a new quality store in their neighborhood. The Irving Economic Development Team worked with the property owner and Albertsons to make it happen. The site will get more than $250,000 in upgrades inside and out. The city is providing economic development incentives for meeting certain criteria.
It took us about 2 years to get to this point where we had a good tenant, we had a good landlord that was willing to work with us, and I think the neighborhood will be better off because of it. I know they'll be better off because of it.
Leaders hope this opening will spark more new retail in South Irving. A lot of people give their time and talents to help good causes in the city of Irving. In turn, members of the community can take notice and nominate their neighbors for special recognition. Then, the Irving Convention and Visitors Bureau hands out the honors. That's just what happened at a special luncheon we covered.
Good morning, and thank you.
10 Irving residents.
This city is full of amazing, inspiring people.
Between them, they have seemingly countless ways of giving back.
And I'm just going to keep on going until I'm not going anymore. So.
The Irving Convention and Visitors Bureau is honoring them as high-spirited citizens.
These are people who weren't looking for the limelight. They looked where the light was needed, and then they shone their own light on it.
It's just a great opportunity for us to come together and celebrate the great people within our community that do so many unbelievable things.
It's very humbling because when you do something that gives you as much happiness that I receive every day with these organizations, it feels funny receiving an award for something that you love to do so much.
My volunteer service in the city of Irving began on the Planning and Zoning Commission.
Here are just a couple of examples of their good deeds. Melissa Gentry noticed this was the view Ashford Hall nursing home residents had outside their windows. Now it looks like this. She raised funds and found a volunteer artist to paint this sunshine mural on the side of a neighboring storage building.
I'm honored to receive this award.
Today, I never saw this coming.
Mark McKee used his stimulus check to buy local restaurant gift cards for families in need. Soon, his idea took off and more people got involved, supporting both restaurants and families.
Everybody was shuttered in during COVID. Everybody was feeling pretty down, and business was shuttering themselves. And so I just wanted to spread a little bit of cheer and maybe see if that ball could get rolling, and it really did. Over $13,000 were raised in that period of time.
There are numerous other examples from Parks and Rec, Canine Companions, schools, and more.
One girl, two boys.
The Irving Convention and Visitors Bureau started the High-Spirited Citizen Program in 1988. And since that time, the awards have always come at city council meetings. But COVID brought a delay to that and led to this mass recognition event here at the Convention Center.
Without them, we could not serve this community.
The high-spirited citizens are quick to give credit to everyone stepping up throughout the city.
And y'all know that to be my friend, you have to have a cell phone and be willing to work.
Both organizers and honorees hope these examples inspire.
I think the rest of the community will see this and realize that anyone can be a volunteer. There's nothing stopping you. The city will make every opportunity for people who want to volunteer.
There's a place where everybody's talents can be used and where everybody's talents are needed.
Pick what gives you joy and pursue that.
Congratulations.
High spirit that is helping others and building the community.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, really a positive program there. And the Irving Convention and Visitors Bureau plans to resume accepting nominations for high-spirited citizens later this year. Find the form on the CVB's website. That's irvingtexas.com. Then look under the About Us section. Some members of the Irving Convention and Visitors Bureau team are back from South by Southwest in Austin. That's where they work to amplify a message among the massive, music-loving crowd.
We want everyone to have Irving on their playlist. There were a lot of people who were like, oh yeah, that's close to the airport, or you know, I've been through there when I went to Dallas-Fort Worth, or is that new music venue? People had heard about it, and the people who hadn't, it gave us a great opportunity to stop and say, hey, it's 3 hours from Austin.
In fact, you have the tagline, Irving Rocks.
Yes, we had it branded all over, and that was what was most important to us, is branding Irving and bringing recognition to Irving that we are a music scene destination and people should come and visit because we have amazing artists that come through. I really think it was a success and a great branding opportunity for Irving, so I definitely could see us there in the future.
The CVB first visited South by Southwest in 2019. Now let's check in with ICTN's Robert Sheik. He's back in our studio to chat with our next guest. Robert?
All right, thanks, Thomas. We have been telling you that this is a big year for sports in Irving, and we have a preview of one of those big sports events. The first ever USA Triathlon Multi-Sport National Championships Festival is coming to Irving April 28th through May 1st. Matt Rieger is the events manager for USA Triathlon, and he joins us now from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Thanks for being here, Matt.
Hey, thanks for having me. Happy to be here and happy to be coming to Irving in April.
Well, first, can you describe kind of what exactly this event entails and who exactly will be competing?
Yeah, most definitely. So we're super excited. Like you said, this is our first year of our multi-sport national championships. A lot of us are probably accustomed to the regular triathlon format of the swim, bike, run, but this will be our first time unveiling 9 total races over the course of 4 days, and then 7 of those races will be national championships. And so really what we're hoping to showcase is not just triathlon, but a multitude of different formats, including aquabike, which is a swim bike event, aquathlon, which is a swim run, and our new age group mixed team relay, which is a fun, exciting format of the team event on Saturday afternoons.
Yeah, so how many competitors are you expecting in some of the various fields, and what type of training regimen does it take to compete at this level?
That's actually something that we're super excited about. Great question on both ends. We're currently tracking to about 2,500 to 2,700 total participants over the course of those 4 days. And that would be about 1,700 unique athletes coming in and competing. A lot of those athletes doing 2 to 3 to 4 races. So really coming in and kind of immersing themselves in the local area, staying in those local hotels and really kind of descending upon the Las Colinas area, which I know everybody's excited about. A good chunk of our athletes this is a year-round, part-time, full-time job for them. They really immerse themselves in their training. It was pretty reflective during our endurance exchange conference earlier this year with how many athletes and coaches that we had signed up and their training experiences and the level of dedication, of 20 to 30 hours a week in the pool, on the roads. A lot of them are finally coming out of their pain caves and getting back out on the roads after a long winter.
What is it about Irving that makes this such an ideal place to host an event like this?
First and foremost, it's the local agencies. The Convention and Visitors Bureau has been an amazing partner so far. These races don't get done alone. With the multitude of logistics and road closures and community impact, we always look to partner with local agencies, CVB, Irving PD, the Roads Department, the Las Colinas Association, and things of that nature to really make this a success.
Definitely sounds like a great event coming to Irving very soon. Matt Rieger, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
The USA Triathlon Multi-Sport National Championships Festival is April 28th through May 1st at the new Levy Event Plaza. Find out more details at multisportfestival.com. Thomas, back to you in Heritage Park.
All right, thanks a lot, Robert. In other news, Irving's Solid Waste Services Department is offering free mulch to residents during the month of April. This mulch is created from the brush collected curbside. Solid Waste Services will load loose mulch into a pickup truck or onto a trailer. It is a good idea to bring a tarp to cover the mulch for your drive home. Residents can also bring a portable container to load themselves. Throughout April, the free mulch is available Wednesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. until 4 p.m. at the Hunter Farrell landfill. That's 110 East Hunter Farrell Road. Solid Waste Services has updated its collection route optimization plan, and that may affect the time your trash is collected. To be clear, there is no change to the days of collection, only the times. Solid Waste Services asks that you place trash, recycling, bulk, and brush at the curb by 7 a.m. on collection day and no earlier than 6 p.m. the night before. Here's a reminder that the deadline to register to vote in the May general election is coming up on April 7th. Irving City Council at-large District Place 2 and single-member district places 1 and 7 are on the ballot. More details are at cityofirving.org/elections. March was Women's History Month, and as a part of Irving's celebration, Parks and Recreation hosted an event to empower the next generation of women. Robert Sheik has that story.
Confidence and self-esteem, characteristics that can be a struggle for even the strongest adults. For teenage girls, developing those traits is often even more challenging.
You have to believe in yourself to do what you want to do and to be who you want to be.
That belief is just one of many life lessons middle and high school age girls learned at the inaugural Future Me conference, hosted by Irving Parks and Recreation. Guest speakers led valuable discussions about topics like applying for college, professionalism in the business world, the dangers of social media, and self-image and esteem.
It's very important that they're introduced to these different things at this age.
2, 3, 4.
A group of about 20 girls attended the event at Center Park Recreation Center, which featured a Zumba class in addition to the guest speakers. And the girls say they plan to share the messages they learned with their circle of friends.
I'm gonna talk to them about how to be more confident because, not all of my friends are like me. They don't have the same energy and stuff. So it'll be really cool to tell them how to be confident, how to be a leader and stuff. I would like to teach them that.
I love that.
Organizers hope these girls would leave the conference inspired and motivated to become the next generation of female leaders and rise above some of the pitfalls of the digital age.
Girl empowerment and building their confidence is very huge, especially with all the things they're seeing on social media. They can feel lesser, but we want them to know that they are great and just being who they are.
Important life skills that can help shape the future of Irving with some girl power. Robert Sheik for City Source.
And here's an event to make note of. This year's citywide egg hunt will take place simultaneously at most Irving rec centers. The free event for kids aged 2 to 10 is on April 9th from 10 a.m. until noon. And you'll want to have your camera ready because the Easter Bunny will be taking pictures with the kids. More details on this at irvingevents.org. One of the most eye-catching features here at Heritage Park is this authentic antique caboose. Teams fully restored it as part of the renovation of this park. And we documented a lot of the steps of that renovation process. Now some great news. The group Preservation Dallas selected this project for a Preservation Achievement Award. The city will receive the recognition during an award ceremony next month. Now it's time for our Pets of the Week, and it's so great to be able to do this in person with Huey and Michael Whiteside from the DFW Humane Society. And we've been able to play with Huey for a few minutes. We can tell he has a lot of intelligence.
He is a really, really smart dog. He's only about 10 months old, but he's got a really calm demeanor about him. He was an owner surrender originally because they said they were moving, and they had him for probably about 6 or 8 months. And he seems a little sad being in the shelter. I'm sure he'd much rather be in a home hanging out with people, which probably contributes a little bit to his calm nature right now. But he is smart. I mean, he knows sit. When I was getting him out to bring him in the car, he immediately jumped in the back seat. He sat pretty the whole way over. And so he's really just an incredible, incredible dog.
Yeah, well behaved on TV. That counts for something.
Exactly, exactly. He knows exactly how to hit his mark.
And we have another dog that you have some pictures of to talk about.
Yeah, so Junebug is another one. She is an Australian cattle dog mix. She's about 2.5 years old, and she kind of resembles, size-wise, she kind of resembles a pocket pitty, but she's got a lot of energy. She can be a little shy at first, but once she knows you, she just wants to be in your lap and be next to you, giving you kisses. But she's a lot of fun, loves to run, loves other dogs, loves toys, and she's just she's a special girl that really deserves a special home.
And Huey or any dog would enjoy visiting a park on a nice spring day like this one. Of course, when you visit a park, you want to know about cleaning up after your dog. That's one thing to remember. But what are some other things to remember, whether you're approaching someone else's dog or people? What should you know?
Yeah, a lot of people don't. They think, you see a cute dog like Huey here, and you immediately just want to go run up and pet them and give them attention. And what you really want to avoid doing that, because one, you don't want to scare the dog, which could turn into a bad situation. But two, you want to respect their owner and just ask permission. I mean, I'm sure most people that have dogs out in public have a great dog, and they're going to let you pet the dog, but just at least ask for permission to pet the dog, because it prepares the owner and the dog for that as well. If you both have dogs, just don't let them get nose-to-nose right away, because although they're out in public and most likely they're going to be good with other dogs, you never know. I mean, it could be something that they are good with dogs, but something startles them, and all of a sudden it becomes a big fight. And you don't want that to happen either.
And of course, by city code, they have to be on a leash, but they all enjoy exercise. I know Huey would enjoy nothing more than playing around this park.
Oh, I'm sure the way he's looking now, I think he would just love to have me let go of the leash and run around like crazy. But we're not going to do that here. You can do that at the dog park. And speaking of that, the other thing, if you're going to take your dog into public, just make sure that they're fully vaccinated, especially if they're a puppy, because at public places like that, puppies can easily pick up parvo or other really deadly diseases. So you want to make sure they're fully vaccinated before you get them out in public.
Thanks for bringing Huey out to meet us today and telling us about Junebug. And of course, the Animal Care Campus is located at 4140 Valley View Lane. Check out the websites you see on your screen for the latest hours and to see more adoptable animals. Keep Irving Beautiful hosted its annual Trash Bash, and we are there to see what's happening. Also, the Irving Marathon marks its 10th anniversary. We are hearing from some of the athletes who are out to compete. And the Irving Hispanic Chamber of Commerce is honoring first responders at a special event. Those stories and more next time. Remember, you can always email us your thoughts on our stories. The address is ictn@cityofirving.org. Also, find us on YouTube. Our channel is at youtube.com/thecityofirving. And while you're there, keep in mind that we always appreciate the likes and positive comments. And look for updates on events and initiatives across the major social media platforms at the City of Irving. And that's it for this edition of City Source. Thanks to everyone who's a part of this one and putting in the extra work for us to be on location in Heritage Park. Thank you for watching. Stay healthy, and we'll see you next time.